Sprays, and welcome to Nest News. I'm Chris Jennings.
And I'm Shafalika Bhatnagar, and this week on Nest News, we will be looking at a new team on campus.
Also, we go to an interview an athlete with dreams of reaching the sky.
Stick around, because Nest News starts right now. Take the first story. There's a newly formed team on campus.
And we are not talking football. President Szymanski recently added a new team to his roster when he shared that two of his associates will be working hand in hand to further advance academic affairs. New provost / vice president of academic affairs, Simon Rhodes, will be working with interim associate provost Daniel C. Moon on his new adventure. Heidi Ortiz interviewed Rhodes about the new pair-up.
New members to his administration, new Provost Simon Rhodes and Interim Associate Provost Dan Moon, who will be teaming up with Rhodes to advance the university's future. We asked both Rhodes and Moon how their experience has been so far leading academic affairs at UNF.
It's a beautiful campus. I love the fact that student success is at the heart of things here, so the faculty and staff are dedicated to student success. Students come to UNF to have that experience, and we want to live up to that. So that was my first impression, the fact that there's a dedication on student success. There's great facilities. What we want to do is have good programs to support student academic and health and so on.
So every day is different. There are so many exciting initiatives that we are working on, and the provost is bringing a really great new perspective and energy. And it's great to see the campus community coming together. And so, my everyday can look like 8 to 10 different meetings on various initiatives and new ways that we're working to support students and enhance the student experience. So one of the things that I really love about my job is how exciting it is and how different every single day can be. But again, the theme is always the same. We're all coming together and working really hard to support students. And so that's the day-to-day, and it's really, really exciting for me.
The team will work closely together alongside President Szymanski to ensure student needs are being met. This is Heidi Ortiz from Spinnaker News.
Rhodes replaced Dr. Pam Challey and officially began his position as provost on June 30th. Since then, he has worked closely with the university to further academic advancement.
UNF has another achievement to add to its resume. Earlier this week, the College of Education and Human Services was awarded a Teacher Quality Partnership Grant of $1.6 million. UNF is the only university in Florida to have received this grant. For more information, you can check out our article at unfspinnaker.com.
When UNF baseball player Ralph Libanow isn't diving for line drives on the field, he's taking his talents to the sky in a way that's truly exhilarating. We got the chance to interview Ralph about his passion for aviation.
Robbing home runs, UNF outfielder Ralph Libanow takes to the skies in his spare time as a certified pilot. Now today, take us on a Cessna 172 over Jacks Beach in downtown Jacksonville.
Being on the plane with Libanow gave me a new perspective on how student athletes are more than just athletes. The UNF outfielder's passion for flying started even before he moved to the U.S. And now, with a chock-full schedule filled with finance courses, baseball, and flying, Libanow somehow makes it work.
It's been a dream of mine since I was a little kid. I would always look up YouTube videos, how to fly. And it's scary enough. I looked up videos on how to do emergency landings. And I love being in an airport since I was young. Yeah, I'm a finance major, I love baseball, but I wanted to expand to a new horizon and see how flying was. And so I booked an intro flight, took my mom's credit card, swiped away, and I fell in love with it since. Somehow, some way, I do it. School is 16 hours, I'm in my finance courses now, and it's tough. I'm in accounting and all that, and flying also. Right now, I'm actually training for my instrument rating. That's a lot of studying because you got to know all the weather, not strategies, like the procedures and stuff like that. But somehow I get it done. But it's a lot of hard work, no free time for sure. Once I graduate, I'm supposed to graduate next fall. My plan is to obviously get my instrument rating now, my commercial in the spring, and then my CFI after that, so I can teach people how to fly and then just build my hours from there and hopefully land a job at a regional at an airline company for like Delta or Southwest.
So back in one piece, Rob, what's the best landing?
I mean, a good landing is always a landing that you can always walk away from.
I'm Frank Donald, Spinnaker News.
Now, that's just plain awesome. And I'm glad our athletes are reaching new heights on and off the field.
Coming up, we get to hear the latest on that mystical new Kanye West album.
And Netflix might fix a problem that you might be upset about.
So stick around because you're watching Nest News on Spinnaker TV.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6. We have main engine start. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let me tell you a little bit about the STEM. My name's Lee Gia. My friends and I have done some amazing things on this show, like flying through hurricanes, or driving Teslas, or swimming with manatees, or even floating in zero gravity. We film these things and bring them here to the world's next great science and space show. That's where the STEM comes in. We go on adventures as an excuse to learn something. The universe is a pretty big place. There's a lot to learn. A lot that's interesting to learn. Over the next year or so, we'll be riding in the centrifuge, farm in the heart of New York City, fly a spaceship, fly President Harry Truman's Air Force One, launch some rockets, catch some rockets, nice! Shoot video at the speed of light. Our world and universe are there, waiting to be explored. The question is, what are you waiting for?
All right, Kanye keeps us on the edge of our toes day in and day out.
Let's get you caught up on that. Here's your week's pop culture rundown. Kanye West is dropping his new album today after putting it off since September. It's called Jesus is King, and it's also accompanied with an IMAX movie.
The movie will feature Kanye's Sunday services, as well as an art installation in Arizona Painted Desert by artist James Terrell. Jesus is King will be Kanye's 9th album. All of his previous albums were #1. But let's see what happens with this new one.
I'm really excited to see how the movie plays into the visual effects of the music. I think it should be stunning, especially in the Painted Desert.
Yeah, I'm just still shocked that this is a gospel album. I can't wait to actually listen through all the songs to see if he says like anything that's, pretty explicit.
Yeah, well, it is a gospel album. Maybe he's trying to tackle a whole new genre.
Yeah, we'll see.
That's Kanye. Well, the 2019 American Music Awards is a month away, and the full list of all the nominations have arrived. Post Malone, Ariana Grande, and Billie Eilish will be leading the music awards with the most nominations.
And for everyone's category we care about, Artist of the Year, the Artist of the Year, the nominations are Taylor Swift, Drake, Post Malone, Ariana Grande, and last but not least, Halsey. The award show is on November 24th, and fans are already excited at what's to come. All right, during Netflix's quarterly earnings call, the topic of multiple people using one account was brought up as an issue.
Research firm Magid conducted a survey that revealed that the streaming service loses about $135 million each month. And that's shocking, only because it's from a little under 10% of its customers sharing passwords. And I know that percentage doesn't seem alarming, but it actually turns out to be about 14 million Netflix customers sharing their passwords.
But no need to worry right now, because Product Chief Greg Peters explained there isn't any official plans or timeline to stop account sharing, but the company is keeping a close eye. And Ospreys, you might want to make a trip to Tennessee soon if you want a chance to win $20,000. And all you got to do is escape a haunted house. But what if I told you no one has ever completed the challenge without tapping out? Located in Tennessee and Alabama, McCamey Manor has been dubbed the scariest haunted house.
Owner Russ McCamey reportedly spent over $1 million putting together this haunted house. And according to Fox Business, all participants can expect low visibility, wet conditions, close contact, and very real and graphic scenes of horror.
Wow, and before guests are allowed to enter, visitors must sign a 40-page waiver, provide proof of medical insurance, pass a drug test, and declare a safe word prior to starting the challenge.
Wow. Coming up, we have your sports report.
And Miller Mott provides us with a weekend weather outlook and also a surf cam.
You're watching Nest News on Spinnaker TV.
All right, some big basketball events happened earlier this week, and we have all the latest on that.
Well, you got that right. Let's head over to Catherine Cavallo for your Spinnaker Sports Report.
Thanks, guys. The UNF women's soccer team clinched a playoff spot last night in their regular season road finale as they shut out the Stetson Hatters 4-0. Way to go, Ospreys. There's also big news for the UNF men's soccer team as they are now in a three-way tie for first place in the ASUN after their 2-1 victory over Stetson Sunday night. Junior LJ Estes was named as the ASUN Defensive Player of the Week for his performance during the game. The team closes out their ASUN regular season tomorrow night in Tennessee as they face Lacombe University at 8 p.m. With basketball season just around the corner, both the men and women's teams held Media Day earlier this week, and just a day after that, hosted a fun event called Swoop Madness. Here is Darvin Nelson with a recap.
Here we are at Swoop Madness, where students can meet the basketball teams, get free food, free prizes, and have a good time.
My Swoop Madness experience is so far pretty good. I mean, it's still going on, as you can see. I shot one of the half-court shots for one of the students. Unfortunately, I missed it, but overall, it's going pretty good. It's just a fun experience where everybody can play games and win prizes.
As you can see, we're having a good time, even though we didn't win the $1,000 prize. This is Darvin Nelson from Spinnaker News.
And for your Jaguars update. The Jags are now 3-4 as they broke their two-game losing streak last Sunday with their 27-17 win over the Bengals. The team returns home to TIAA Bank Field this Sunday to take on the 1-5 New York Jets. Kickoff is at 1 p.m. I'm Catherine Cavallo, and this has been your Spinnaker Sports Report. Back to you guys.
All right, with this chilly weather recently in Jacksonville, I expect to see some snow here soon.
Well, I don't know about that, but maybe weatherman Miller Mott can probably give us a better outlook. So let's head over to your Spinnaker weather report.
Thanks, guys. Those have been some pretty nice autumn temperatures we've been having, but it looks like we're going to be having a warm and rainy week ahead of us. Here's our Jack's Beach Cam to check out what we have got going on just a few minutes ago. As you can see, the conditions are pretty mellow right now, but the surf's starting to build through the day as we had a warm front come through yesterday. So there should be some 2 to 4 foot surf building throughout the day and lasting into tomorrow. Looking at our 3-day weather outlook, we can see that today's going to be pretty sunny with few clouds here and there and a high near 82. Going into Saturday, we're going to start to see the rainy week kick off with a 70% chance of rain and scattered thunderstorms throughout the day with a high of 83. And for our Jags game Sunday, it's looking mostly sunny, but we are looking at a 50% chance of scattered thunderstorms. So if you're headed out there, you may want to bring your rain jacket. For the rest of the week, we're looking at a 50% chance of consistent thunderstorms and highs in the mid-80s and lows around 70. This has been your News Nest Weather Outlook. Back to you guys, Chris and Shafalika.
All right, thanks, Miller.
Well, that just about wraps it up for our show today.
Before we leave, make sure to follow our Instagram and Twitter, both at UNF Spinnaker.
And subscribe to our newsletter at unfspinnaker.com.
I'm Chris Jennings.
And I'm Shafalika Bhatnagar.
And until next time, swoop, Osprey, swoop.